What's up there, SEO pros? A lot of you are interested in being able to use SEO to go do whatever you want, and today I'm going to show you how you can do that. So when I first started doing SEO, I was working out of a garage. I was working like 14 hours a day. I didn't have any real clients. I had like one that was paying me $300 a month, and I was pretty much just glued to my computer 24/7. So if you're in that similar position right now, I'm going to tell you how to sort of get out of that and what you need to do in order to sort of scale up your business so you can make more money, so you can go do whatever you want. So first of all, let me just say that I've done a lot of cool stuff because of SEO. I've been able to move to Costa Rica for about a month and go do SEO there, and I've been able to buy my own office and buy, my own apartment and all this stuff. I don't buy my apartment, I rent it. Right now I'm at a point where I can get up and do whatever I pretty much want, and I know a lot of people want to get to that point as well. And again, this isn't to brag, this is just to sort of show you guys that I have been able to do this with my own life, and I want to show you how to be able to do that with yours as well. So first of all, yes, it's going to take a lot of work to be able to get to the point where you are making enough money so that you can pretty much just get up and go to Costa Rica. But what I'm here to tell you is that it's not unachievable. The thing that you need to realize is that when you're trying to go and make a name for yourself or make enough money, the first thing you need to figure out is how you're going to create authority in a certain subject. So what I did is I realized when I first started this whole SEO thing myself was that I wasn't going to rank right off the bat off of Google. Too many people were trying to do it, too much competition, I didn't have the budget, I didn't have the time, so I figured out that maybe YouTube would be a good place for me to go. And I started becoming known as the tutorial guy. Now, you don't have to do the same thing. You can obviously do the same thing. You can go over to YouTube and start making SEO tutorials. It might work out fine for you. But what you do need to do is figure out what you are best at. So let's just say you're really good at schema markup, better than most people at schema markup. And the only reason you're that good is because you've spent most of your time doing that more so than other people. Or let's say you're the person who's really good at marketing for a certain type of industry. Like let's say you know moving company SEO better than I do because you understand how the content should be structured on the website and how people call the company and different types of marketing strategies that just isn't just revolved around SEO. Well, what you got to do is you got to hammer on that as much as you can. And what do I mean by hammer? I mean you need to continually promote yourself in that respect. So if you're really, really good at, let's just say, schema markup, you should be trying to get as much content and as much marketing or publicity as you can as being the company or the person who does that thing really well. Then you're going to start encountering other people who are going to want to hire you for that service. And by creating a streamlined source of income, you're going to be able to use that income to start building out your brand or your authority. So generally people will buy from me before my competitors because they know that I have a certain amount of authority in the industry, which leads to trust. So when I first started, I didn't have any authority. I didn't have anybody who trusted me. So I would just call random businesses and they had no idea who I was. So I could only charge them like 300 bucks. But now I can just basically sit at my computer or record these videos and people will contact me whether I want them to or not because of all the authority that I've created or referrals or whatever. But the way I got to that point was by creating a consistent marketing strategy that wasn't just revolved around SEO. So I know a lot of people who get into SEO, they think the only way they can start making money is by doing SEO or by selling SEO services. Now that's not necessarily true. You could sell courses, you could make your own websites and make money off of those, but that's not really what I'm going to recommend here if you're trying to scale up a long-term business. The thing you need to realize is how do you create authority in your niche and like really niche down, hyper specific, target that niche as much as you can. You don't want to be the person who can do what everybody else can do and then try to create authority for that. You want to do it the opposite. You want to take one thing that you can do really well, scale that up, and then start selling services based on an architecture around that. So even me now, I could start selling like web design and stuff that's more general because people don't buy my actual service as much as they buy my partnership and my strategy. So they'll buy web design from me before somebody else, not because I'm really well known and amazing at web design, it's because they know that when they get something from me, they can trust that what I'm saying is true because I'm trying to be a strategic partner for them rather than just somebody who's selling them a product. And the way I became that is by creating a knowledge base and a following and an authority around a certain subject so that when people contact me, well, now they know what they're getting is legit. So that's what I would recommend for you first. Try to create a strategy on how you're going to be able to really scale up something that's really that you can do really well. Start trying to get as much content as you can around that thing, and then slowly build yourself out to the point where you can start hiring people to implement those things for you. And at a certain point, you're just answering phone calls and doing the basic intake process and not really needing to deal with the clients too much at a certain point. So that's probably what I'd recommend. If you have any other questions about the subject and I didn't cover them, you can always leave a comment, let me know. Alternatively, if you want to send me an email, just head over to chasereiner.com, hit the contact form, send me an email. But that's all for today. Until I see y'all next time, happy SEOing.